Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your other host, Quincy. And I am sniffly today.
I am also sniffly. They decided on the windiest day of the week to trim the grass. So that's been a fun morning for me. But
I was just around cats, so.
Oh yeah. How you doing, Q?
Let's see. Gas prices are up. So I'm pretty depressed there. I'm sniffly, so I'm pretty depressed there. TMNT is expensive, so I'm pretty depressed there. We'll get to that. I need some good stuff. Hit me with the good shit. I need to be brought up a bit. How are you, though?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a revelation over the last couple of days. But first, before I get into those revelations, are you drinking anything special over there?
Okay, so I totally forgot to send you my coffee for today, because I did go and buy coffee.
Oh, okay.
So it's Starbucks K-Cup. It begins with an S. Come on, brain.
Sumatra?
Yeah, Sumatra.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I used to work next to a frickin' Starbucks, so it was easy to remember.
Yeah, it's not bad. I find that if I had to put like extra cream in this one, like extra creamer in this one to really enjoy it, which is a little weird. Like I don't mind a good chunk of cream in my coffee, but that sounded wrong. But like I've really tried to cut back, and I don't put sugar in my coffee anymore.
Oh.
And this one doesn't have a bad flavor, but to get the flavor of the coffee and the flavor of the creamer to work well together, I gotta put like extra creamer in, which is a little different.
Dairy. But I'm glad you figured it out. I also did a little bit of Frankensteining something new. I have in my hand.
Oh no! Did you build a girlfriend?
No. I have here in my hand it's fine, a Powerade bottle that has 2 green tea bags in it and strawberry lemonade Powerade in it. I saw this on TikTok. I must say that this has combined into a really delicious, and I even put it in the freezer for a little bit. They said put it in the freezer for a nice little slushy. Be sure not to get it fully frozen. And I gotta say, that it works. They said any flavor of Powerade works. They said only like the higher citrus ones have the better time like locking in the flavors. It's good.
So I sent Sean a tickety talk, which I'm pretty sure I sent to you too. Of someone saying mix these 3 sodas and you'll get Nuka-Cola.
Oh yeah, and then you sent me cherry Nuka-Cola.
Yeah, I sent cherry. So Sean actually went out like the next day after I sent that and bought the sodas and did the mixture.
Okay, what do you say?
Not at all what his headcanon for Nuka-Cola is.
Oh.
So you remember those guys that were cooking their way through the Fallout cookbook?
Oh yeah.
I sent him their video and he's gonna try to do that.
Okay.
Like make the Nuka-Cola from scratch.
I mean,
which just brought me back to it's always been something I wanted to do, and like if we can ever get everything kicking off the way I want, Ugly Mugs website and whatnot, I would love to have a section where we just try out the recipes from these books. Like I was at Zia Records the other day, didn't buy anything, but I just like to go there sometimes and spend hours looking at all the cool shit. I was actually looking for a desk lamp, which Zia would not have, but there was a Goodwill over there, and so it was an excuse to go into Zia because I'm near it.
The production of making nerd recipes, I'm down for that idea.
Yeah, so when I was looking at the used books, I came across one that's Hill Valley recipes from Back to the Future.
Huh.
And so I'm like, okay, so we got Hill Valley from Back to the Future doing it. We got freaking they did it for Skyrim. They did it for
I have the
Fallout.
I have the Final Fantasy cookbook in my library.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
It's not
pretty
great. It's
sure.
not great.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm pretty sure they've done it for yeah, okay, here we go. They did it for Avengers Campus. They did it for Avatar, The Last Airbender. They did a Nightmare Before Christmas one called Nightmare Before Dinner.
That's cute.
There's also a really cool one that like I would want to stick to the ones that are like branded like this, like the Dungeon Master Cookbook, the Adventures Campus one, yada yada. But this one would be a fun one to do for a whole nother segment. And obviously, we're not going to put all the recipes out there. We want people to go and buy the book and support the authors on these books.
Yeah. So like,
but there's one called Eat What You Watch. It's a cookbook for movie lovers.
so similar to kind of what binging with Babish kind of does. Not, but
Yeah.
but I mean, well, I guess he does give you the whole recipe. Huh.
Yeah, well, that's because that's his.
That's his motif.
Yeah, like his channel is his cookbook in a sense. You know.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't go through and give out these cooks recipes because like people got to go buy the things. But yeah, so this one's like Eat What You Watch, a cookbook for movie lovers. So quick little blurb on it. Many of your favorite movies come with a side of iconic food moments. The elaborate timpano of Big Night, Charlie Chaplin's dancing dinner rolls in The Gold Rush, the orgasmic deli fare from When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, okay.
Or the you're like, wait, where's this going? Yeah, the redemptive birthday cake from 16 Candles. So it's like, they're gonna make like the foods that are featured in the movies type of thing, and I think that one's kind of cool. And it's like, I'd probably buy these physically just because I really like physical books. But it would also be great to buy them digitally. So it's like if if I'm traveling like or something like that, and I gotta do something, I can still access my book and make these things and still do an episode. But it's something I've always wanted to kind of delve into. We've touched on it before, and like the idea just keeps coming back up the more I see things. And so you're making concoctions based off of shit you saw, like
Sure, yeah.
we're both kind of in that headspace, and so I'm just like, one of those things for like once we get the website going like I want. We'll have the section for the movie reviews. We'll have the section for things like this and so on and so forth. But I'm sorry, I think I got into this before we really delved into it. How is the Powerade soda mixture?
So having green tea, I love green tea. I can drink green tea, warm, cold, does not matter to me. But adding it into an electrolyte, B vitamin heavy supplement and just throwing it in the freezer for a little bit, turning it into this like really hydrating, delicious slushy. Like it 10 on 10. It's delicious. But from one review out to another one that made me question things. That revelation I was talking about in the title. This right here, Disco Elysium, the final cut. It is available right now in Humble Bundle. I can't recommend this game enough. The reason why I say it like that is because the beginning of this game, the very start of this game, it makes a very amorphous amoeba, a single-celled organism. And
we got a lot of fuzz when you're talking.
But Disco Elysium has had me from the start of this game to the ending that I got thinking, consistently thinking. I would take a shower and I'd be thinking about a case or something that was missing. It talks about a lot of politics, religion, a Civil War affair. It has so many different themes that calling it just a visual novel does not do this game justice. And I know I keep spouting that I'm working on content. I actually am almost done with making a talk about. Like, I want to discuss Disco Elysium. This game is a psychological trip with a little bit of philosophy thrown in. Like, I haven't felt this way since high school. It is a good conversation starter if you finish the game and you have an understanding of what the game was relaying to you. Because you're not just doing a detective case. You're also trying to figure out who the hell you are. And that, to me, is super interesting. If Zeum does another Disco Elysium style game, I will be more than happy to lend a voice if they will have me. It is a thesis on existence, looking from outside. Beautiful soundtrack, beautiful game. A lot of stuff looks hand-drawn, hand-painted. The voice actors and actresses performed magnificently with a lot of emotion. The narrator that plays your inner voice, a fantastic, deep, uh, Black Englishman voice, kind of like Idris Elba. But it is just fantastic. If you have $12 and you want to help out charity as well as get a fantastic game, hit up the link in the description. Humble Bundle, the monthly, the choice. Go get it. There's my revelation.
Nerd.
Shit, dude. I like very shortly after getting my Xbox One and getting the Game Pass all set up, Disco Elysium just came off of Game Pass, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I had a rough time getting a hold of it, and having this on monthly, having it on choice was a great decision. Yeah. Anything else on that?
No, I haven't played it. I can't really say anything on it.
Fair enough. Skadoosh. Speaking of Humble Bundle, go ahead and head over to the good old Humble Bundle for Resident Evil Decades of Horror, the Village Edition. I believe the last time that we saw this one, it didn't have Village, so hooray, they've added the Village one. All of these, plus the Revelations 1 and 2, $35 helps out One Tree Planted and Code.org. One Tree Planted is, of course, for every $1 donated, one tree is planted. And for Code.org, I believe it is female and unrepresented students of color getting their computer science education on. With STEM programming, engineering, technology, biology, physics, chemistry, and algebra. I don't know why algebra is on its own when it's kind of mathematics, but I get your point. So basically getting more people to learn code.
Very nice.
What is your favorite Resident Evil out of what you played?
Out of what I've played, because I haven't played everything, but out of what I've played, probably 2.
Oh, yeah. Wait, original or the remake?
The remake.
Okay, yeah, it's a banger. I was there when you were playing it.
I still haven't played 3. I have it, but I haven't played it yet. The remake. 7's enjoyable. I really enjoyed Village. I actually had a lot of fun with Village.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you didn't play the train wreck that was 6 too much. You mentioned, right?
I haven't played 6 at all, and I haven't finished 5.
5 is fine.
I played a little bit of Operation Raccoon City. I've played the original number 1. I played 4 a little bit, but never finished it. I haven't played 0, and I haven't played the spinoffs.
Okay. The only spinoff I would say is fine is Code Veronica. And very good. And Revelations 2. Revelations 2 is actually really spectacular. It tells the tale after what happened to certain characters after either Code Veronica or their initial game, Resident Evil 2. So, or actually Resident Evil 1, I'm sorry. He was in Resident Evil 1. But $35 gets you some pretty baller-ass games. Skydope. Also on the Humble Bundle, Jackbox. I'm a big fan of Jackbox. Love playing them. Just need to probably pick it back up a little bit more. But for $20, you get 9, 7, 5, 3, all the odd numbers, it seems. Yeah, you get all the odd numbers.
That's odd.
That is very odd. And the...
Bit ood.
I mean, they're all good games. You can play any of the old ones. Don't be like, oh, I just want the new stuff. No. Jackbox Party Pack 3 has 2 of my favorite Jackbox games. I guarantee you're going to like all of them. I don't know why they
I don't like the way you look.
Yeah, well.
What you made me think of.
Fair enough. World Central Kitchen, get food everywhere. Girls Who Code, get more people coding. And the Trevor Project, help eliminate suicide between gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and questioning young people because we should not have to treat people unfairly in this day and age. Skydoop. Over on Xbox, the Broforce Forever just dropped on Game Pass. Might hop into that. I don't mind a good old shooter platformer that's satire down to its finest degree. They added a couple new characters from this announcement trailer, and I got nothing more to say about it. It's Broforce, but more bros. Look at that. Look at that American muscle. Look at American muscle. Skidoo. Over on the Switch Online and online expansion pack, the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color, and Pokemon Stadium 2 for the N64. You play any of these games?
I remember the trading card game. I don't think I ever actually had it. And I didn't play Stadium 2. I played Stadium.
I played both of these over at the trading card game I had. The Pokemon Stadium 2 I played over at a buddy's place. I had the original, but I did not have the sequel. And he had the transfer pack, and he had Pokemon Gold just jammed into it. And he kept playing Gold on his TV, and he was like, "This is the greatest invention I've ever seen." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, man."
Did he then demand pictures of Spider-Man?
Probably not to me, but I would not be surprised. But yeah, both of these games, fantastic games from what I can remember. I just remember that the Pokemon trading card game was a little slow and a little jank. But I got something about the Pokemon trading card game in a little bit. Scott Dope. Speaking of in a little bit, last week we talked about Dead by Daylight Alien, and we had a little speculation of who it was going to be, but we're now happy to see Ridley is one they chose for this. Did I say Ridley?
You did.
Ripley.
It's Ripley.
Yeah.
Although it's created by Ridley Scott. So
Yeah, okay, that might be where my mind is skyling. But there was another of the silhouettes at the end of this trailer, and Quincy and I kind of have another little speculation, maybe another announcement at drop.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking either Bishop or the guy whose name's escaping me. Can you do a quick search because your computer's gonna run a little faster than mine? He let's see.
Oh. Put you on that one. What am I looking for?
So I'm trying to figure out. It would be Michael Bihan. I don't remember how to say his name. It'd be his character in Aliens. His last name's like Biehn.
Michael Bihan, the white homie.
Yeah, in Aliens, not Alien.
Where's his? What? It didn't. Okay, that's not him then. What? Give me this. Biehn, you said, right?
Biehn, yeah.
Okay.
I cannot think of his character name.
I'm going. It's just I have to do a search. Corporal Hicks.
Hicks. There you go. That would be my first guess. As to who another survivor could be, followed by Bishop.
And then we kind of went up and bubbled about it. Maybe a synthoid, because.
Well, Bishop is a synth.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen Aliens. I need to go back through them. Okay, let's move that over there.
I think most of them are streaming. I think it's worth doing a full watch.
Yeah, I might go back through it. What is it? Aliens 1, 2, and Trilogy. The third one.
So you got Aliens, Alien 3, and then there is Alien 4 Resurrection, which takes a huge time jump and involves a clone. It's actually really interesting. And then the prequels are Prometheus and Covenant.
Okay, I remember bits and pieces of Prometheus, and I remember not liking
I really enjoyed Covenant.
Okay, I mean I'll dilly-dally about it later, I'm sure, but I mean we'll see. But speaking of this, they've also dropped in their beta test area the Xenomorph's moves as well as Ripley's moves, and just gonna do a soft glance at it, just because it seems like something that's already there, but with different mechanics. Because Hidden Pursuit, a series of tunnel that can be accessed whenever the Xenomorph is in play. It goes to a control station, then it goes to any part of the map. It's basically Hellraiser's cube. I came.
I haven't played as Pinhead yet.
I watched bits and bobs.
So that's how that works. Interesting.
Yeah, he just you must already be marked by something. Like you fall onto something, and all of a sudden you have something that he can call to. Something like that. I'm not 100%. I've watched it, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Dead by Daylight does interest me. It's just I don't like the toxicity of the player base. I played three matches. All of them were just not great. But on to more. A joke that Quincy continuously makes, but I find still very funny, and he doesn't mean it as a joke. Delays in video games. Devolver Digital decided to do the Devolver Delayed Showcase and say all these games are going to be out in 2024. These are delayed until 2024. And sure, it's a hee-hee-hoo-hoo because some of them haven't been announced until today. Some pretty good-looking ones. A stick figure fighting game. A interesting pixel drill game that very much reminds me of Cave Story. The skateboarding one we did hear about, but it didn't have a time, if I recall. Angerfoot, that's it. That one we didn't. I think we had a date for this one. I don't know. This one
I don't remember this game at all.
The Angerfoot, where you have a foot and a shotgun. Here, let me mute this.
No.
Yeah, or a pistol. Yeah. It's Hotline Miami, but in first person. This one,
I do not remember this, but this looks amazing.
Yeah, it was very, very early, just after E3, I would say. And I don't know if it did give a date, but even still, they showed more gameplay and how it's going to work. Pepper Grinder, which is the drill one. I am super freaking kind of excited for this one. Gunbrella, we talked about earlier this year, where it kind of has a mix of Splunky and DuckTales. That was my addition. Wizard with a Gun. I saw early of this game. Glad that it's still for this year. The Talos Principle. I don't see myself as a philosophy major, but if you are a philosophy major somewhere out there and you want a beautiful game to make you think that hard about religion, sure, Talos Principle 2. Puzzle games are great, but something Sox is interested in, the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, that bases a little bit of fortune telling with people knowing, kind of a little bit of a visual novel. And Karmazoo. It's always online.
Zaboomafu.
Maybe similar. It's always online because it's always multiplayer. Everyone who is in this little 2D adventure is requiring your help. Or you're requiring theirs. Yeah, it's just a little trip to just help others achieve their goal. Yeah. The Broforce Forever DLC, and that was it. That was everything for it. And McPixel. Yeah. I played a little bit of McPixel. I don't understand the market for that one, but I'm glad that it exists. Do you know what else happened in the last 7 days, Quincy?
Well, a meteor didn't blow up the Earth. We're still here.
Well,
you lost me. What?
Yeah, well, we don't know if it happened on the other side. Evo 2023 over at the Mandalay Bay, less than 25 miles away from where I am sitting right now. One of the biggest fighting game tournaments. A lot of real hardships were had.
Was it Mandalay Bay this year?
Yeah.
I did not realize that.
For the last 3 years, they had to move it from.
What happened to the Rio?
The Rio was just getting too small for the number of people in the conventions.
Mm.
That was a little bit ago that they changed, and then they changed. I believe they went to Caesar's Palace for a moment. Don't quote me on that though. But a lot of announcements were had because fighting game people really like more content, new content, and now in this age of digital downloading, they're gonna add a lot. But let's get over with the teasers, I suppose. Fatal Fury. I love Fatal Fury. It's what I grew up with for ages. City of the Wolves or Gyaro of the Wolves. Good. I'm glad to see more of it. Just sucks there's no gameplay. It looks like it's using the same engine that King of Fighters 14 was a part of. It's not a bad one. Just really light on the eyes comparative. If you're doing like a very bright map, players would have a hard time seeing the characters. I digress. Looks fun. Skadoo. Guilty Gear Strive announced Johnny. Good to see him. Good to see good old Johnny. Nobody else. Nobody else had the rest of your roster. No Venom. No. Okay. I guess we get
are Venom.
Yeah. Instead, we get the gambling cowboy samurai. I like Johnny as a character concept. I just don't like his kit. I don't know. League of Legends Project L, the fighting game, dropped a trailer for Yasuo the Unforgiven, and then very shortly before that, we had Echo also announced as a playable during the little trailer that they had gameplay actually set up at EVO, and I was like, oh, cool. And this game is getting along quite quickly. Looks very crispy, looks clean, looks beautiful. I love all these art styles just colliding. It seems Riot knows what they're doing now.
I mean, I never know what I'm doing, so,
Yeah. But Tekken had a couple announcements. One of good old Master Raven coming back, and he's got some new moves. I was like, he was too slow in 7. I don't know. They kind of give him a little bit of a buff in 8 from the look of it. He looks like he's mastered his ninjutsu, and he looks fun. He looks like an actual blast to play. But speaking of a blast of coffee,
I think I love this new character.
Azucena.
Like, this is not like, I'm not like trying to be like weird and sexual. I'm talking like just like this is just such a fun and well developed thing here.
Yeah, you don't hear about coffee grinders wanting to become the king of Iron Fists. So,
and like her moves are just
they are
fucking glorious.
They are crispy. She has in fighting game lingo, there's parries, which you're usually need to stay stationary for. You have to.
And they're also platypuses.
I'm sorry.
Parry the platypus?
Oh,
No.
Parry the platypus.
That was a good doofer spurt.
I could, from what I've been told, I could do a good one.
That's a pretty good doofer spurt.
But she has running parries. She can run and dive at you and parry if it is a low. I am so fucking stunned that she has so many parries or just escapes. I love her kit, and she loves coffee. Her stage is just wrapped in Peruvian alpacas and Sherpas. I am here for this character too. She looks fun. She looks great. But that's not the only game that had a little bit of announcements. Boop. Mortal Kombat 1 did the official Banished trailer, which showcases 2 new, one returning, 1 new, I think, is the woman with the
angel wings. She's new, but the guy removing his arms, I think, is new too.
Yeah, and the devil girl that was with him.
Yeah, it looks like a couple new characters.
A couple new characters, as well as returning Reptile, who seems to now be cool with just going back and forth between Reptile form and doing some sick-ass moves.
And I'm liking this new story for him.
Yeah, I think I bumped it. Hang on. Oh, no.
He broke the internet.
I did.
We're all doomed.
I just wanted to show the move of him turning into the reptile and sliding over and just giving her the alligator death roll, because that shit was fucking cool. Let me turn it down to like 1080. Okay, cool. And then he's... Oh, no, wait, that's before. There we go. He just slides over and then just fucking tumbles her to the ground. I love that. It's hit registry. It showcases the cool shit. Stryker comes out, gives her the taser. Respect the taser.
I'm glad to see Stryker back because he's been gone from the last like 2 games.
Didn't he like die in that timeline?
I don't think he died in 9, but he wasn't there for 10 and 11. I don't remember him dying in 9.
Not a fan favorite, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
He was in 9, and he was a big deal in 9, and they did the new storyline with like his partners who becomes Cabal and whatnot.
Like this homie here, as Quincy has mentioned, he rips his arm off and beats you with them.
Arms Come Off Kid, or whatever his name was. It was a DC thing. they changed his name, but they feature him in James Gunn's Suicide Squad. He's played by Nathan Fillion.
I need to rewatch it because I don't remember.
He's on the beach at the beginning.
That's right.
Just slapping everybody in the face with his floating arms.
Huh. But yeah, New Devil Girl. This holy Avenger looking individual. This guy who rips his arms off, and Reptile. That was
There was himself.
I don't. No, I'm good. Over on the Street Fighter 6, 2.
It's my life as a teenage robot.
Oh.
They ripped his lips off.
You scare me sometimes, Quincy, but I respect it. Aki, AKI, which might have an acronym for something, looks very similar to Fang from the last game. In the trailer, feeds the built character a herbal medicine, and then goes over the side effects and or symptoms you could potentially be feeling, including the word diarrhea. She seems to have...
It's the way you delivered it.
Oh yeah, I had to.
That's what made me laugh.
This character looks like she's gonna be some fun. I didn't really like Fang from 5, but that was just because I don't like setup characters, but she looks a lot quicker. So we'll see her kit. Hopefully, no gameplay was dropped on the Street Fighter channel, which kind of bums me out. Hopefully, we'll see more by Gamescom. Scud. Dupe. Some very interesting concept costumes that are going to be coming soon, from what I am to understand from Evo.
So what game is this for?
This is for Street Fighter 6. This is
Okay.
This is Guile.
It's very interesting.
Doesn't look like Guile, does it? It doesn't look like the All-American Marine. Or no, Armyman. He was Armyman. He was infantry at first, and then infantry, and then he... Paratrooper? I don't remember his last one before going into the Navy, which is his Street Fighter 6 personification. Skadoop. Marissa looking like a very lovely Greek headdressed, laurels on the head, fine white dress. This is an interesting one. I like her kit. She is very strong.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is. She has been the center of a lot.
I lost my internet for a second there, it seemed.
Are you good? Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I've seen the dark side of the internet with this character, and I don't want to see it keep going into the darker side, just because I really like this character, not in that way.
Now, the dark side or just the Rule 34 side?
There are some men who are mad that she's a woman, so the dark side.
Oh.
Because,
fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Well, it's a weird position because I don't have a staple to say on it. Like, they can be mad because they're like, as a Greek-born individual, we would not have a woman fight our battle in this way. And it's like, but new age, guys.
Yeah, get with the times. Fuck off.
Like, there's that. But then I'm like, she's always dressing up in a Greek-style outfit.
Wait. The Greek?
Like an old school
God.
Greek. See, this is where I raise up my hands and I go, I don't know enough,
Hold on.
but I'm going to ignore your anger.
Um,
It's either Greek or Roman. I'm not 100% on that one. Sorry if I'm wrong. I failed history twice. Come on. I didn't care much for it. If we are doomed to repeat it, I'll hear about it later. That's my history.
I'm double checking.
What's up? What are we double checking on?
Well, I'm making sure I'm remembering right.
Well,
okay, so yeah, Greek goddess. Okay, so Athena is a Greek goddess. She's the fucking goddess of war and shit. Or
I don't know.
No. That just sounds like fragile men being fragile men, and they need to fuck off.
It does sound that way, but I don't know the full benefit. I don't know the whole takeaway. I just know that this costume looks good for this character.
Listen, I'm gonna sit here and eat a Carmelo and not give a shit about those guys.
Okay, if you're gonna eat a Carmelo, I'm gonna have gummy bear. What is your favorite type of gummy bears?
Haribo, but the 7-Eleven ones are actually pretty good.
Okay, have you ever tried Albanese?
No.
They are. You can open up the pack, pull out one, and it has like the most fragrance you will ever have out of some gelatin and some sugar. And they have individual flavors. They actually, Walmart, I think, got these for like $2.99 for the medium bag, I can call it. It's worth every fucking penny.
Don't keep an eye out for those.
The halfway thirst trap. I don't know. Some people really like open, closed for Jury, and also not putting her in shoes is another thing that I've also seen on the dark side of Street Fighter 6.
Stairs and Quentin Tarantino.
But the costume's cute. Costume's fine. Has a little spider on the back that matches her old one. From her.
Is that a yin yang?
Yeah.
Very nice.
She uses the yin yang engine to propel her attacks.
Is that like a diesel engine?
I wouldn't be surprised considering it's inside of her body. So.
Okay. Why are these melted? What the hell? It's the last 3 in the bag. The rest in the bag weren't like this.
Was it sitting on something warm?
It's just been sitting on my nightstand.
And last but not least, good old DJ. I love his costume. It fits him.
It's like a freaking disco ball. I love it.
It kind of looks a little bit like The Weeknd from Super Bowl. But beautiful.
Those sunglasses are fucking smooth too.
Oh yeah, I see that he has a logo for himself. Capcom, you want some money? Fucking license those. Get those out there. Make them. Who's a really good aviator glasses distributor?
I mean, Ray-Ban's one of the big ones.
Ray-Ban's good, but they do more sleek wear. They don't really do the aviations. But if you can get Ray-Bans, shit, combine it. Work whoever.
Yeah, I don't know many sunglass companies. I mean, there's Oakley, but I would never have Oakley do this.
I mean, if I can get the whole thing, Gucci. If I can,
dear Lord, you realize how expensive they would be?
Oh, of course. But Gucci making his outfit from top to bottom, including the watch, I might be more inclined to be a little more forward with collaborations with very expensive stuff. Fucking Polo and Fortnite did a fusion for their F1 stuff. And I'm like, Fortnite is going to take over the world as far as child marketing early. That's more than apparent. I just worry about where the line is. Because they also had Louis Vuitton and they had one more clothing retailer. But I'm just like, you have these very high-priced, very expensive clothing lines being skins in a game. And then you say, I'm going to cosplay that skin. How much is it going to cost? $13,000. Okay,
oh, it's the James Bond thing.
Yeah, very similar. And then someone wants to dress up like them. Okay, well, they'll pay the $13,000 to look like that. I could see that being happening for DJ. Real talk.
But at the same time, when it's the James Bond thing like that, you get people like the guy that does like the Being James Bond podcast. I can hear myself. Oh, it went away. No, it's back. Are you there?
Hold on, I think I hold on. I'm gonna turn down my headset a little bit. You're good. Keep going.
Okay. And what he does is he goes and he finds the cheap version of the same shit so that you look identical. And he goes, here's the expensive one. Here's the real thing. This is what he wore. But if you can't afford that, if you're a normal person and you want to look that good, fuck it. Buy this one. It's identical and it's a fucking third of the price.
Mm.
But no, those are very nice. I think Capcom might realize that there's a market for this. The whole doing the clothing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the collaborations and all that. Because I mean, look at what they did with AEW with the different shirts. And I think those were for charity.
And hell, even if they weren't, they were just nice looking. They looked like they had care and effort. Like I could see this onesie being a thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
And people are gonna make it. Oh, and then just make the spider a plush that velcros onto the back.
Yeah, because it had even mentions that it's a bigger model. And then you've got Marissa. Sure, it's a fine silken white dress, white armlets. Good luck filling that out, women. Oh my goodness,
That one. Ooh. I could see being a problem with trying to like sell something like that, but you probably do the sandals.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The headdress. This is her hair. This isn't something that's added on. This is her hair that's tied up.
Yeah,
in this.
They could do the olive branches around.
Yeah.
Her head though.
Yeah. The laurel. And then of course, I can't get that jacked, but I can get probably all the pieces. Probably some Levi's, I could see Levi actually doing the whole thing.
We have an ad break going on right now, so it says stick around to support the stream.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk during these mid ad breaks?
Sadly,
and show stuff.
Sadly, yes. Considering it's random for everybody.
I thought we had timed ones after the changes.
Nope. If we are wanting to stream now, if we are wanting to stream and have our pre-launching, then it is gonna need to have an ad before and at least one during.
No, that's fine. I thought because you showed me all that stuff that we were changing, and I thought maybe that.
Nope, I made it as infrequent as possible.
Gotcha.
I turned it all the way down, but with all these. Levi's could definitely do all of these bits because those look like cornered boots. Does Levi's do boots? To your knowledge?
I don't think so.
I don't know. What I do know is I'm happy that he tucks in his dog tags into his vest. Like character care is my number one. I like instead of him keeping it close to his heart. He keeps it out and proud, but at the same time keeps it protected. That's, I don't know, simple to me. Oh, let's go. But with all the good during EVO, here comes the bad. Street Fighter 6 has a collaboration, which we do like to see their collaborations. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Quincy likes Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm okay with them.
I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. So what's the problem? The fact that it's
problem.
Fucking $50 in America, $55 in New Zealand, and I'm sure around there in other countries.
Here's the full breakdown.
Go ahead.
So they are only purchasable with an in-game currency that is at $750 per turtle. So with it being at $750 fighter coins per turtle, that comes out to about $15 per turtle. But the full breakdown on that is you would have to buy 610 at $12 and then an extra 250 at $5, which means you're actually ending up with more than what you need just to be able to do this. So because you need a total of 3,000 fighter coins. So the cheapest way to do this would cost you $50 for 2,750 at $5 and $5 for 250. So it comes out to the 55. So it is 55 here too. That's on me. I said 15. It's actually 55 out here. So yeah, that's the breakdown. They are not purchasable outside of this from what we can tell. You have to be buying them this way, which is really annoying. This should just be a regular DLC purchase. Or have the option to buy them with fighter coins or without. And
all
then
it
to
is-
sit there and set them at a price point where you can't just buy the exact amount, you end up with these extra or not enough situations.
right. And I mean, I would say sell the whole pack because it comes with the emotes and everything.
Yeah.
Just $25. Sure, it'd be
Yeah, why isn't it a pack?
$25. Sure, that'd be a little exuberant, but it'd be what people could potentially pay. It's leaning toward the do I really want to be buying this right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, $50 for 4 skins, an emote. No, I'm a pass. I'm a hard pass. It's good. Was there anything else needed on the Turtles collab?
Nah, that's the turtles. That's it.
Like I will admit, they had a rendition of the '90s song that was not the '90s song. It sounded way worse. Skadoo. Ending up on our gaming roundup, we have Matt Mercer breaking Baldur's Gate 3 by putting up crates on top of one another, doing leaping up, and then using an arrow to break into a castle. This is just the beginning limits of what you can do in Baldur's Gate 3, which
It's
I
very
would love to get.
realistic to D&D. I think I could see a party doing that.
And they just now turned on split screen, or screen sharing, I guess you could say, co-op, couch co-op. Yes, those are the words.
Oh, okay, very nice.
And I really want it. It's just a little out of my price range right now, though. But I really want
You thinking PC or you thinking console?
it. If I were to do console, yeah, sure, why not? Does not.
Just wasn't sure what you were thinking on.
Oh, I have an idea of what you're thinking about, though.
I'm thinking I'm broken. Can't do what you're thinking. I'm thinking.
Well, someone down the line will be doing that. Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into getting my points together too because I've really gotten lackadaisical on that, and so I'm trying to get back into doing my points so that
make purchases easier.
yeah, you get the $10 here and there off, and it really decreases how much you have to spend on things.
And as Socky says in chat, yes, you can customize your dick size in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sent you a TikTok that the guy sent me.
Sock sent
Which one did you pick?
Yeah, Sock sent me that one. I think maybe a couple hours before you did on that. I don't react to any of the TikToks because I've got like 60 I'm catching up on, so I just speed through all of them. But yes, I did see it. There is so much you can do in Baldur's Gate 3 that if you have the player's handbook by your side for 5e, you're gonna have an understanding of how to play this game, guaranteed. They make combat a lot more easier, a lot more swift. They don't hang up time. Larian knows how to do this game. Also, Matt Mercer is a treasure. Oh, and it's Steam Deck verified.
Very nice.
Shoe news. Prince's song "Purple Rain" is immortalized in a shoe.
Rain.
But let me ask you something, Quincy. Do you have a Prince song that you prefer over "Purple Rain," or is it "Purple Rain"?
I really like 1999.
My turn?
I really like what's it called? Raspberry Beret. The one about the Corvette's really good too. And then I haven't heard everything he did for Batman because he apparently wrote a lot more for Batman than what we got. But his Party Man song on the Batman soundtrack, Batman '89, is really great. That's the one that actually gets played in the movie when they're trashing the museum.
Oh, the one that I watched someone put "Dance Magic Dance" by David Bowie over it. It's
That's
the same
so
song.
weird.
But yeah, no, I do recall that scene somewhat vividly.
That one's a really good one.
Mhm.
I really like that one.
I actually like Purple Rain. Purple Rain's just a good.
Right, I mean, I like Purple Rain too.
Yeah.
When Doves Cry.
Yeah. But this looks like it looks like it would be an atrocious thing to touch because of its material. It looks like halfway velour or satin. Because, I mean, that's kind of Prince's motif, was his overly flowy clothing that just looks soft to the touch. and the shoes kind of match the motif. Has some Japanese characters on the bottom. Does it say what this says on the bottom? No. Hopefully it says Purple Rain, but I'm not 100% on that. It has gilded hand. Is this when you catch up? Does this look like something Prince would have?
I'm not sure. I don't know too much about the man outside of his music and some bad religious views. But yeah,
these look like
sure.
These look like if you held them for long enough, they would soak up your fingertips and they would slowly disappear. But the swoosh is another interesting thing. It looks like it's just raised with a golden streak. That is really interesting. Huh. But sadly, not a lot of shoe news. There was more. Let's see. What is it? Cactus Flea Market? I'm missing a word there. The fuzzy shoes. And
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna abuse you guys with another one, but they are red and they are very fuzzy. Go and Google it if you're wanting to. They're not great. They're terrible. Skidoo. God dang it! I knew I was gonna do that. Stop. There we go. Over on the Funko Pop website, Funko.com, there's a board game for Five Nights at Freddy's: The Night of Fright board game, which I had no clue. I knew that they did a few board games in the past, but they were just like reskins of games we already had. This one is a brand new game, and I mean, it kind of gives me the vibes of the original base computer game, but with elements and building and people play. I don't know who plays what. Does everyone play the guard? Does everyone play one of the dudes trying to get to the guard?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I didn't really look into how the game works.
Okay. Might help if I read the gameplay thing. Gameplay puts you in the role of iconic animatronic figures. Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Freddy Fazbear. Huh. Steal items and outpace the other animatronics. So yeah, you're just trying to get to the homie. Okay, but $25 through the website. That ain't bad. And yeah, as Sox quickly noticed, 30 minutes per game. So it's good to do a couple rounds before doing something more important.
Something I've heard from people who are big board game players.
Mm-hmm.
If a game says 30, expect an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're telling me Uno, which has been 30, can go on for 60?
Dude, I have played Uno all night because
the
game just won't fucking end.
Well, is that because you have so many house rules?
No, that's just, you got a lot of players. A lot of players really changes it.
Yeah.
So, it's really we never really did house rules for Uno. Monopoly was always the house rule game, and that's why Monopoly takes so fucking long. Uno we play pretty much straight and forward. But we did a family trip one year. And it was me, my mom, my aunt, my mom's then boyfriend, my then girlfriend, and maybe my brother. And that Uno game went on for like 5 hours before someone finally got Uno and won the game.
And everyone's like, screw second place, we lose.
Pretty much, yeah.
I haven't played Uno in a minute. I think the last time I played Uno was on this computer, 7 years ago with Goon and Socks, I think.
Every Xbox has Uno.
I don't have Uno. Scud, dude. Speaking of Pokemon trading card game from a little bit ago. Pokemon Paldean Wins. The official trailer dropped for this little mini web series. It's going to be on the Pokemon YouTube channel on September 6th, and it looks like it's going to have a lot of really good animation. That's pretty much all I have about it. It talks more about the trading card game than does the living with Pokemon. So we're getting a in-universe trading card game that is played with Pokemon as our friends.
Is this going to be like how when they took Gwent and tried making it a thing outside of what it's supposed to be, they just ruined it? So they're going to make a trading card game inside of Pokemon that's going to suck on like the actual trading card game?
No, it's going to be the same exact trading card game.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's just all of the from, I would say, probably Beyond Neo, which is their 5th or 6th expansion. Things started getting more and more complicated, and we then got into break cards, EX cards, Mega Evolutions, VMAXs, V Stars, so on, so on, so on. So it got a little more convoluted, but this seems to try and balance it out so that way they can teach you, because at certain gaming conventions, they're now trying to promote the trading card game on how it's played. They're offering really expensive decks. They are promo decks that are only given there, but the cards themselves are good for play. You could go to a tournament with that deck. They are
Well, and that
oh,
the game you can play like on mobile and whatnot, and online and whatnot, teaches you how to play the game.
that too.
Like it's not just like, hey, yeah, you're building a deck and collecting cards. You are doing that, but it actively teaches you how to play the game.
Right. Some people just go onto that website, open up the packs, and just sit on a collection of digital.
Yeah,
rewards.
shut up, leave me alone.
That's me too. To be fair, that's me too. I do know how to play the trading card game.
Speaking of opening packs, I still have like 2 or 3 from the last set that came out that I haven't even opened.
Open them on air.
Hold on, they're across the room. I take that off.
Go. I'll ramble for a minute. But yeah, no, I just really.
I'm stupid. They're not across the room. They're right here in my drawer at the desk I was sitting at.
Your new desk?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, these are the Paldea evolved.
Okay. Paldea evolved. Let's see here. It is.
These are like the thicker.
I'm gonna go take a look at the list of what you're looking for. Is there a price guide already? Let's find out.
Oh, I'm sure these have been out for a bit. I've been sitting on these. I haven't done anything with them in a while.
All right, so you are looking for a Mousehold, full art, a Slow King EX Silver, let's see what number 1 is. Hang on. A full art trainer Iono, $105.
Okay, so I've got a basic energy, a regular Nimble, a regular Mastiff, regular Slackoth, regular Pikachu. I like that art. Luminous Energy, which is kind of cool looking. A regular Bombardier.
Okay.
A regular Flamigo.
Okay.
A reverse hollow Necklace deck.
Okay.
A reverse hollow Mashold. And a hollow Palmot.
So no full art?
No.
No. Okay. How many more you got?
I got 1 more pack.
All right, crack that something.
I only bought 2 packs.
Oh. Interesting. There's a Magikarp in this set, a full art Magikarp, and it is beautiful.
Is it the artwork like my Giratina? Because there's supposed to be
Black.
one
Yeah.
in one of these sets.
Yeah.
It's the same guy that did the Giratina artwork. I really like it.
Okay, yeah, that does look nice. Huh. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Okay. Basic energy, psychic. A Fuecoco.
The brain dead boy.
Quatrell. Tinkatink. Shrodil. Heracross. Kilowattrol. Azumarill. Reverse Hollow Velazua, a card that's backwards in the pack.
Ooh, interesting.
Why is that upside down? That's really interesting. It's just a Reverse Hollow Tanimus.
Okay.
That was weird.
Okay.
And the same reverse, same Hollow Palmot.
At least you got hollows. They're
Yeah.
well, damn. But speaking of trading card games, Scott. So when Quincy and I were talking about it as I was bringing it up, I said, well, they already have dinosaurs in it, and he was like, well, yeah, you're dumb because this is another set that's adding on to those
That is
dinosaurs.
not what I said.
Around what you said. But on a more serious note, Ixalan, Ixalan, is like Magic's primordial area, where they have dinosaurs and creatures that no longer exist, or shouldn't exist, I should say. And there's new cards that are being introduced that involve Jurassic World themed specific to their roster. And I said, okay, that's cool. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a secret layer amongst this. But from the look of it, things are already confirmed and things are already done. The current secret layer, not really interesting. And of course, they mentioned boosters are now $8, while expansion boxes are 35. Kind of sucks. I miss when packs were $5 on the dot, man.
Yeah, it's even hard to get that on some of the Pokemon ones.
Yeah, you have to go either old or not popular.
Yeah. Or, buy what was popular, but once, like, the chasing's done and a new set's come out, then sometimes the other ones will drop in price.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this website real quick, though, that gave us this news article.
JurassicOutpost.com.
Like, how cool is that there's an entire website just devoted to the love and news of Jurassic?
Yeah.
Like,
News,
Jurassic Park
films,
and Jurassic
TV.
World and all
Let's
that.
go see what they got in their podcast section. Oh, just literally just Jurassic Park podcast. Huh.
Very nice.
In general, the Jurassic Outpost podcast.
Mad respect.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jurassic Park nerd.
Let's take a look at their shop. Kirby, Print and Tile. Mr. DNA. Okay, I like the Explorer one. Oh, the Diplosaurus. The one that spat on him. Dino Splat. Oh my gosh. That is a really scary Goldblum. But yeah.
It kind of is.
Everything is fine. There's not really...
Boy, I kind of like that T-Rex shirt.
T-Rex shirt? Oh, the one that had the ember next to him? Yeah. Women
No, the one with like the...
Oh,
this No, go back down.
I'm going.
Oh, there may be a delay. I'm stupid.
There is a delay. It's a little bit. I'll wait till it catches up. Am I
so
broken?
Scroll down, because now nothing's happening, and I'm assuming that I am caught up.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was a bird. I don't know how, but I did. And then Goldblum. Just Goldblum. It literally just says Goldblum. But yeah, JurassicOutpost.com, they have a pretty okay looking store.
Yeah, they got some interesting stuff. And if you're just a fan of Jurassic Park, get your news there.
Oh, it's his company. Oh, that makes sense. Skadoop. Oh, I didn't expect this crossover, but I'm not mad at it.
So this is Hello Kitty meets Chucky, so Hello Kitty Chucky.
Hello Kitty Chucky.
I think it's really adorable.
It is really adorable. It's just, I'm surprised the hoops that they kind of climbed over to allow this to happen, because I don't... Sanrio, as we mentioned, made a Gretsuko and all that. I just don't think they got the permission.
There's no way they didn't. This is actually being sold at Universal Studios Orlando right now, and I bet you anything it's also in LA for their Halloween Horror Nights. There's no way they didn't get permission.
Okay, it just seems, I don't know a single collaboration that has allowed Hello Kitty to look scarred.
I mean, there's always a first time for everything, right?
I guess, and I mean it doesn't look bad. It looks actually really good.
No, I'm digging it. It's cool.
Yeah. Nice little bear. I would probably get this t-shirt. This is a pretty good, nice looking... How much is the price tag say? $33.50.
It's a T-shirt at Universal
Universal
Studios.
Studios.
I'm not surprised.
Get that.
But you know someone's gonna make one that looks almost identical and sell it for half that.
I'm down for that guy. Ka-chow. No, do not adjust the screen. Do not stare at it.
It looks even on stream because the base is hidden.
The base is hidden. I am not. If you can't read what it says to the right, then I got nothing for you. To end off today's stream, a 10 1/4 inch Poke plush of the very sadly inappropriate looking Wiglet, which is a Diglett modification in the Alolan region. I do not remember where this. No, the Diglett one in the Alolan region has the hair. This one is in the Galarian.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I think you're right. We're so totally gonna get flagged and have to fucking
explain ourselves.
Address this.
If you can't read, if the person flagging it can't tell on the right side, that's on them. I'm gonna be mad. Not be mad at them. I'm just gonna be very understanding that I had to explain myself. But at the same time, I'm mad that I had to explain myself. Yeah, impressive in chat. There's my dollars. There's my money. I'm gonna leave it up while I do the outro. Is there anything else you want to mention, though?
No.
Bit of a short one this week, because of Evo just managing to fill up the slots. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to check us out every Wednesday. We're keeping up on keeping up. I stream every so often to...
Every time I look at it, I lose it.
Oh, boy. Remember to check our Twitters down in the description, or down below if you're watching on Twitch. Remember to follow us on our Discord. If you just haven't wanted to talk with us, yell at us. I've been posting up some game reviews. I even talk a little bit more in detail about Disco Elysium in a review format that I kind of stapled myself. Remember to check out Temu, Humble Bundle, Zenny, and I'm sure we still got W down. We do have our W down there. Be sure to check all those out if you happen to need any of those good old products, and or want to donate to some good charities. If you do anything in the Humble Bundle, we turn that right back around. We don't take that money.
We are all about the charitable organizations.
Yes, especially these ones that have come out. And, of course, at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, love one another. It is free to do. Night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Yeehaw. God, I just glanced up. I had to look down to do this outro.